Emeka and his convoy were on their way for a meeting where one of his cars hit Annabelle on the road. So Emeka ended going up to the hospital with Annabelle to make sure that she is okay. Emeka immediately took interest in Annabelle and they became friends afterwards in Lagos. Queen and King were happy to hear that the lady their son knocked down was okay. Queen reminded her son about their inauguration, and in that regard, he needs to find a wife. Emeka told the mother he is not ready for a marriage yet because his father, the king, is still the king of the village. Queen told him that he needs to get prepared before the time is right. Emeka said he will have to come back to the village and select a wife. Immediately, Queen Ronika told the son that she has already arranged some beautiful ladies for him to choose from. All he has to do is come back home and select a wife of his own. Emeka gave date to his mother and father in regards to his return to the village. Therefore, Queen and King started their preparation to welcome their son from the city. Emeka started his acquaintances visit to Annabelle's place to make sure she is okay. Annabelle told Emeka that she is fine now and he can stop visiting her. Emeka refused and told Annabelle that they are both now friends, so they can go out and have fun or even do other activities if she wants. Annabelle was happy to hear that and agreed that anytime she is bored, she would call on him to have good conversation with him. Emeka was happy about that new development. Queen called her son again to inform him about the brides she has prepared for him. Emeka at this point was not happy about that information but continued to welcome it anyway because that is his mother. Queen asked him to come back home quickly and fast because time is running out. In the palace, the king tried to have decent meeting with his kinsmen, and the kinsmen reminded him that his only son is yet to get married, and if he is not yet married, he cannot be ordained as a king because that is their tradition. King and the Queen Ronika tried to have a conversation in their bedroom regarding their son's marriage. Queen assured the husband that he is aware of the situation and she has arranged beautiful brides that Emeka will choose from. So there is no worry at all. King was happy about that information. Next cabinet meeting, the king told the kinsmen that his son will soon get married as soon as he returned from the city, and also his wife has arranged brides or queens that the son will choose from. So everything is going according to plan. In the city, Emeka and Annabelle became so close that Emeka started developing feelings for Annabelle. One day, Emeka took Annabelle to a dinner date and told her that he has feelings for her and also wants to marry her. Annabelle was shocked and told him that it was so fast and too early for this kind of conversation and it's a little too deep for her to take in. Emeka said he is going to give her all the time to think about his proposal. Then Emeka immediately told Annabelle that He is a prince and he will be returning to his village soon and wants her to come along. Annabel agreed to go along with Emeka to the village. Exactly a week after, Emeka came back to the village with Annabel. Queen Ronika was not happy to see Annabel, and also the king was surprised to see Annabel. And then, days later, the queen told Emeka that he cannot marry Annabel because she is not from the village, and also she already has some beautiful women arranged for him to choose from. Emeka, as a good son to the mother, said he would like to see those ladies. Then Queen arranged for the ladies to come to the palace. When they came, Emeka saw them individually and told them that they are beautiful, but he is not interested in any of them. Immediately, Queen Ronika called Emeka aside and asked him why. And then Emeka told the mother that he is already in love with Annabel, and that is why he came with Annabel, wants to marry Annabel. Queen was not happy about this and said Annabel is not from this village and that he can't marry Annabel. Well, the king has to have some meetings with the king's men, and he brought the topic up that his son has found a woman he wants to marry, but he is not aware that he wasn't supposed to fall in love with a woman that is not from the village. But with the time coming closer to the inauguration to be a king, he has no other option than to change this particular rule of the village. The king's men saw some sense in what the king said, and they made a vote and accepted that Emeka can go ahead and marry Annabel. But the queen refused. The queen called the king aside and told him that it seems Annabel is here for something more than just to be a wife to their son. And also, she can recognize Annabel from somewhere. So as they were having this conversation, Anna walked in on them and told them that whatever they plan to do cannot succeed because their son Emeka is already in love with them. The audacity Annabel had to walk in on the king and queen when they are having their private conversation. Immediately, Anna told them that yes, the queen is right because she is here for revenge, and that both the king and queen killed her parents years ago. Annabel then walked out on them. Queen Ronika and the king became confused and tried to remember what this young lady is talking about. Queen called Annabel for a very serious meeting and told Annabel to leave the palace. Annabel refused to leave the palace and said she is not leaving until she gets her pound of flesh. Queen offered Annabel some amount of money to leave the palace and leave her son alone. But no, Annabel refuses and reminded them how she and her husband murdered her mother and father. Emeka overheard them having this conversation and he immediately interrupted them and questioned his mother what Annabel was talking about. Queen wanted to lie about the situation, and Annabel reminded her how and where this particular incident happened in the village. Because of this, Emeka became very angry at his parents and asked them to confess what and how this happened. Before that, Annabel also told Emeka that his parents were not supposed to be royalties, and because of that, they stole their way into the palace. Queen started to make the confessions and started blaming her husband, the king, about what happened to Annabelle's parents. As they were confessing, Emeka got angry and dropped all his costume that shows that he is a prince or will be a king into the palace, went out, called in the police to come arrest his parents because they are murderers. Queen Ronika and the king could not believe that their son would be the one to give them out to the police. The son always stand up for the truth and the right. They could not believe how bad and good at the same time the son was the one who handed them over to the police. At this point, Emeka was not interested in being the prince either and asked the king's men to have a meeting and decide on who will be their next king. After everything, Annabelle was happy to have Emeka by her side because she could not believe that Emeka would be the one to actually call the police on Queen Ronika and the king. Immediately after this incident, a year later, Emeka and Annabelle got married and are expecting a child together.
Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recaps.